River. Justice, integrity, dignity, humanity, all lost in the fray. A nation's future uncertain each passing day. And then the person who emailed me after quoting this from the priest said, please let me know if you can do an interview with Father on this topic ASAP, or have you any other ideas on how to bring awareness to the crisis they're currently experiencing. We greatly appreciate it, as he is remaining faithful in these diabolical times, trusting in our Lord and our Blessed Mother for the triumph of her Immaculate Heart. Okay. And again, for the record, just so everyone knows, I'm not Catholic. This is a Catholic group, of course, and a Catholic priest that I'm going to speak to. But whether you're Catholic or not doesn't change the facts that you're going to be hearing about what's happening there. But then before we could have our interview on September 11th, the same priest, Father Abba Samuel, sent an email to the person who was writing to me saying that they had received in Arabic a Muslim jihad declaration, essentially. And here it is. He had people translate it. So it says, quote, here's the quote: translation of pamphlet written in Arabic and distributed in select mosques in northern Nigeria by the Fulani nationalist movement. And this letter was apparently dated February 6th, 2025. And in this letter, it says, the battle is getting closer. We call on all true Muslims. This is the time to act. This is the time for Second Holy War. We started in 1804. The British stopped us. We must regain the territories lost. It is against Islam to rotate power with infidels. Forget about elections. That will only lead to sharing of power. Think of the kingdom that we shall rule forever. We must take the enemies in the west, central, and the north, they mean in Nigeria, by surprise, because most Muslims live in the north. So they want to attack the enemies, mostly Christians, in the west central. That is the plot. Disperse and occupy their homes, forests, streets, schools, markets, and act as spies. You will suffer in this. Rain, cold, and dust will pour on you. But heaven will honor you after the inevitable battles. Our attacks on the infidels must be total and overwhelming. We must begin by instilling fear in them, weaken their resolve through kidnaps, brutal rapes, making it difficult for them to farm, and subdue them before the war. Our strategies involves learning from the tactics of the past and merging it with the wisdom of the moment. There is no going back. Nigeria is our own. It was handed over to us by Allah. How then can we share what is ours? We must never fight a defensive war. We must take the battle to the homes of the infidels. We must use everything that we have, whether you are a boy, a lady, a man, or a woman. All Muslims of Fulani origin must take this as a duty. We must sharpen our fighting weapons. Everything is a weapon. Your Okada, knives, hands, the trailers you drive, the tankers with fuel, food you sell, the house of the infidels that you guard. Study very well and wait for our order. Exploit the weaknesses of the infidels. They're lousy, lack discipline, sleep like fools, love parties and dances, lack focus, mostly unobservant and unarmed. With your vantage position, you can take on a whole family of 10. Conquer and kill them if need be. The battle must be fought in their homeland. The middle belt must be totally crushed. They are few and divided. Never trust anyone in the east and south, which is Christian majority. Not even their filthy Muslims who do everything Allah rejects. Get yourself prepared. The battle is near. What this is saying is basically even the Muslims who live amongst Christians in those areas in the south and the center are infidels too, because they live amongst Christians. So you can kill them as well. And then the email that sent this to me ended up by saying, please circulate to all Christian groups urgently so awareness would be created and prayers continuously made for the land. Okay, so you will now see the interview that I conducted with Father Abba Samuel Maria. And first of all, unfortunately, because he was on location in Nigeria, that's where he's from, the connection was very bad. And so what ended up happening is we had a third party helping record it, and I couldn't even hear what he was saying. So, but you'll see what he says. Everything is actually put together. But I tell you that because what I ended up doing is just asking various questions, and then everything was added on later, even though I couldn't even hear it or see it at the time. And so I tell you that because you'll hear him speaking very passionately about very, very important and horrific stuff.
All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. All of you on the comment section, let me just go straight and welcome you. Thank you for joining me this hour. Rosemary, I see you. And Evans, Ike. Lillian, I greet you, my sister. Political bro, our brother is here. Greetings to you. Jude Eze, Yamalagema, Ozo, blessed. I see you. Our own Gina. Gina is here. Gina Duro. You're welcome. Don Chris. Greetings to you. Chukoma. Chukoma, I greet you. And who is this person? Okay. Sidias, I see you. And Frank Okoye. Greetings to you. So, thank you for joining me this hour. We're back again. Like I've said, I will try my best to be here. And it's not going to be a long one. We have talked about this video in the past. If you never know what. We have talked about this video in the past. This particular video. About what Christians are going through in the North. This is an American journalist. And somehow, church, I think in Plateau State, churches there, one of the Catholic churches there, reached out to him just to share what they are passing through. Not CAN, not Bishop, not any good diocese, not Anambra, not Onitsha diocese, not Okigwe diocese. They have to contact this person to share what they're passing through. And you see now, you see some people who happen to be clergymen, Reverend Father, Reverend Sister, Okochukwu Anglican, Jovika. I always want to remind you that that one is also a preacher of the gospel. But he's not telling you that if not because of this, that this is live broadcast, I would have shown you the recent video, which I shared it on my Twitter. And after this broadcast, I'm gonna share some all of them, if some of them, if not all, on our WhatsApp group. I will drop it on our WhatsApp group. To some of you that are not on, if you are not on X, you may not understand some of the things that that is trending. Some of the clip of this in the Bundo Munibu. A lot is going on in today's Nigeria. All right, as you know, if you add the old Eastern region and Biafran territory, everything. When you talk of Christianity, 80, if not 90%, they are Igbos, are Biafrans. Yoruba lands somehow divided into two. Just few of them because they are basically focused on traditional worship. Few are Muslim, few are Christians. But when you talk of Christianity, you talk of Ndibo, Biafrans in general, even non-Igbo people. But they are the one being died for fun. When you go to North, they are the one heading most of the churches, Christians, Igbo people, and Igbo Fajaja, Igbo Banket. Then Igbo man will not on his camera start telling you that no Igbo Lani, if any men are Igbo. Knowing for a fact that for a very long time, there's this push to conquer the territory of Igbo region. It has been there. This is not just new thing. But some people are taking it for granted. Simply because they want to, serve the current regime, the governor and all these things. The coming of governor of Imo State is just like the coming of Adan or Isocha in Biafra movement. If you are contented, if you're okay with her presence, then you should be okay with current governor of Imo State, who decided to recruit some people, using them to go after other Biafrans, just to prove a point, nothing more. I can see our mommy is here with us. Greetings to you. Happy May. Thank you for joining me. And Magic Chigoze, I greet you. I think I've skipped some people here. Let me start from Mr. Jones and Omen of West Africa. Also blessed. Okay, I think I also have sent greetings to you before. So please keep your comment coming. And Margaret is here again with us. You're welcome. Please make sure you touch the like button. It won't cost you much. Just free. Now, Why are we playing this video again? We are playing that because there's something in this video that I want to connect with current happening in terms of truck, tactics of using truck to buy people. Many of you, and that know, to be honest with you, all of you here are very, you are well, you are updated somehow, I believe. But you see those in the water yash na social media. Even now na water yash na social media. I what if man ago? On a blade some truck on the Ogbunigwe and Imofia. Name imagine if just now batting on convoy. Now gas from place to place. And you know, the people that draw the map and the template full like this are using, they are expert in this conquest. They are very expert because what they're doing now is to take control local government. Like if they conquer, they rename and dominate. If they conquer, they rename and dominate. If they conquer, before you know it, the state will be hearing, oh, Benue State, or the exchange of that Benue before. Do you know how many local government that these guys are in control now? Only in Benue State in Castina. You know, they said that Igbo people are just, you know, a dot in a circle, right? By the time they bring everything they have, is it the governor that you are going to hear from? The governors are only doing what they're doing because people don't understand why they do what they're doing. Let me just give you just little example of what I believe that is what they're working to. They just want to protect it. One is oil well. They have not only political position to protect, they are protecting their lifetime, or you know, not, you know, the wealth they are protecting is not only their lifetime because it happened to be from their lineage. Like the wealth is named for their lineage, not for them alone. Because lifetime has to do with one life, one person. When you are your lifetime, but you see this oil well and the contract and what they are starting to benefit pass from generation to generation. It's not one time something. And they can do everything to protect it. Imagine when somebody said to sow his or her hands to win election. Or the Korea farmer to protect the election or win they win. Think about it. So that's why if they don't mind, if you hear people talking about Mas Namaricano, let him be released, which all of us agree. But there's this benefit, hidden interest that nobody want to touch, nobody want to scratch it. If you talk about it, you are insulting the governor, you are insulting the leaders. You remember your leaders. If Joe Ibukwe, who have never been a governor, can publicly claim or make this kind of utterances, that Master should not be released, and warning Shore to stay away. This man have never held any public government position like governor, senator. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the world leader or youth chairman. No, I'm talking about political office that matters, like governor, for example. He has never get close to that, and he's not gonna be there. But he can see the willingness to commit more crime just to please those that are there. That is what Ikenga is doing. That is what Ijele is doing. That is what Keshos is doing. That is what Jovika is doing. All these people that are both known and unknown, what they're doing is just to please those that are in power. Then now compare it to what those in power could do to maintain that power. The annoying part is that bishops, some reverend fathers, and some pastors are shying away from this thing. But guess what? By the time these people, because after taking over some local, what they're doing now, and there's no plan to stop it. Our Father who art in heaven to help. No, our Father, you are praying. I'm a Christian. No, I'm not saying you should not pray. Our Father is praying is the key. You have to pray and do some work. Do you understand? You have to pray and add some. So you need to act. You don't just talk and sleep. What they are protecting is not a child play. That's one thing I don't want to. That's the one thing I want us to have in mind. If you are not willing to go toe to toe with them, you better don't even make any attempt. They are not willing to. There's no amount of conference or meeting, negotiation. They will be the first to tell you everything will still come to the round table for negotiation. I'm not against sitting on the round table and negotiate. I'm not against it. Peace is what we want. But on the other hand, remember what they're protecting is not something that is negotiable. The oil world and everything they're protecting is not something that is negotiable. It's not as if they're protecting it for the state. That's why when you see those touts that couldn't even define what they want, I hope governor will remember us. I pray. Some of them have been doing what they're doing just to have number. Do you understand? This guy again, you are here again. I don't know your brain. Did I insult God now, please? I said that people, that you cannot just pray our Father who art in heaven and relax without putting some work. That you need to add some work. And the information is here telling me that why am I insulting God? When did you become God's deputy? You did the same thing in the past. Okay? Let me, I will be right back, please.
And then the screen will come to me and I'm basically kind of nonchalant and I just ask another question. So that's the reason. I didn't even know. I'm only seeing it now, the entire video. And so first I urge you to listen very carefully to this man. This is a man who is in the middle of the fray. Okay, this is what's really happening where Muslims are actually half the nation. Think about it. Nigeria is half Christian, half Muslim. At this point, Muslims don't need to play the victim card as they do in the West. And it's a full-blown, non-stop jihad. As you'll see in the intro, I speak a little bit about what I know has been going on in Nigeria, and I know a fair bit. I've actually been writing a lot about it since probably around 2011, and I think I say this in the video.
I said to pause it because I wanted to say something before then. You that is questioning me about the prayer. This is making it 2 times. You are coming to my live program and you are making the same utterance. I don't know your level of Christianity. I don't know your level of your spirituality. But the way you are talking, I think you are not matured in terms of Christianity. I don't think you are matured. What I said here is you don't just pray and fold hand. You see how some of us reason. I started by telling us the flop of Christianity in the danger and what is going on. And everything I said here, it's not a problem. Killing of people in Benue, taking local government and all that, even buying the clergy people, like pastor like you, because you claim you're a pastor now, to you it's not a problem. So what is the difference between you and Jovika? You think God in heaven will be happy that you are praying God, you are just praying without acting? Is that not mocking God? God gave you hand and brain to stand and do. You just ignore everything. And to you, just fold hand is the best way to go. He said, can we do debate on Bible? I'm not a Bible student. If you want us to do debate like quoting Bible, I'm sorry. You may quote Bible better than me. But in terms of Christianity, knowing what you're supposed to know, I think I am better than you. You may quote Bible, even devil quote Bible. Does that make devil a Christian? So think about it. Does it make devil a Christian? So don't tell me you can quote Bible that people. I don't mock God. That's one thing you need to understand. I'm not mocking God. I'm actually trying to call our attention to do what we're supposed to do at the right time. What kind of Christianity are you practicing that churches are being burnt down, preach with the gospel, evangelists, reverend fathers, reverend sisters are being forced, raped and all that, and you are contented, you are the one to tell me you debate on the Bible. Let me ask you, are you willing to answer some questions? I don't mind I will pause this program and welcome you so we can now talk about, so you can tell me from your own point of view, what do you think should be the best way to handle these invaders? He said, just stop mentioning God. Just stop mentioning God. Did I mention God in a bad way? Did I mention God in a bad way? Honestly, I want you to just put comment. Did I mention God in a bad way? Because this is making it 2 times. You don't comment on my video. I don't even know that you are still here on this platform, to be honest with you. You, this guy. Or you're a woman, I don't know who know. So if you don't mind, can I send link to you now so you come here and indicate me? Just say yes, I don't mind. Let me welcome you. Because some of you are just pure distractors. I think let me have your time now. Do you realize that God can fight the invaders without us doing nothing? Yes, I do. But you have to also, God can do that when you cannot even have when you left from with option. You don't have any option. But no, not when you have option. So if you're actually waiting for God, because that is laziness. And that kind of Christianity can only be practiced, or you can only see it in Africa. I don't know if have you been outside Nigeria. If yes, you understand what I'm talking about. That even Israel, they are not waiting for God to fight the invaders. Hamas. I don't know what is wrong with some of us. Should I send link to you so people can at least let's hear from you? Can you get no because this is making this 2 times. You can mark on my platform until I say anything. I want to hear from you, Deputy. Please, can you just tell me? Should I send link to you so you can teach us? Just you. I don't mind. I will keep quiet for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Just use it and educate us. Then we move forward. Next time, so I forward this number to kick the man and ask because you want to correct something. Just comment. I'm waiting for you. I have not seen your comment. I haven't seen your comment. Let's fix another date. Can you send me your email? I should contact you. Another date, brother. Are you changing the topic? Do you agree with me? Because my own is to ask you a question, not to debate with you. Because he said you are you are Bible student. I am not. So let me drop my WhatsApp link, not email. Let me send my WhatsApp link. And just message me that you are the one that want to educate us about Bible. I will put the advertisement. People that also want to learn will join us, and I hope you will be willing to answer questions. That is my own. I'm giving you a exponent because my own is question based. I will ask you a question, then you answer us, just for us to learn from you, since you are very, very knowledgeable about God and all this. So I am willing to learn from you. But don't fall my hand, Joe. Where did I even keep my number, Seth? I think I saved it somewhere here. He's no longer here with me. Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. Let me get it up. Just don't go, okay? Don't go.
Everything that I just read to you, that is real. Okay, these Fulani, and the Fulani are these herdsmen who are also Islamic and full-on jihadist mentality. But as you will see in the video, the media won't tell you that, and the Catholic priest affirms this. But they do, in fact, raid Christian villages in the middle of the night, or when they're in churches, and completely horrific slaughter, massacres, rapes, burning churches with Christians inside of them. This is a very, very constant thing. Okay, so do pay attention. And at the same time, remember what I said. I recently did a live stream about the left, if you recall. And I did a little bit of talking about what the left and Islam really have in common. Because if the left is just liberal, as most people seem to think, It never made sense, right? Why are liberals siding with draconian Sharia Muslims? But as I argued, the left and Islam are very similar in that they both are aligned with falsehoods, different falsehoods.
All right. Please, what is the name of that? Information. Please take the WhatsApp number. Don't call me to educate me offline. All right. Don't call me. Just message me that your information. So let us fix the data about it. That's what I want to hear from you. I don't want app because I give you the WhatsApp number. You don't call me and say start lecturing me off camera. I don't need it because you did not ask for my number to educate me. You just bashed me on my program that I insulting God, which I'm not. You see, I'm very calm because it has to do with God. So I want you to follow this method. The WhatsApp is here. Can I text you first before call? No, just message me that you are information. Then from there we can you understand? I will respond to you. Do you understand what I'm talking about? But I don't want you to call me and start telling me what you're supposed to say on air. I don't want it. Unless you call me for anything else, but not to discuss about it. Because most of you are this is my own encounter. This kind of thing have happened to me before. I must say, okay, I want to debate you. Bring your number. Once I bring my number, once I finish the program, they will start calling me to be in their class to teach me. No, I don't need it. Because I don't want to. If I hang call, the guy is rude. So please, the number is for you to let us fix the dates. Okay. Thank you so much. Now let's continue. Please, let's focus on the video now. Everything that this man is saying here is just for you to know what is going on, what is happening around, and for you to know that Christian Association of Nigeria are not doing anything. In fact, they're even fighting against those. I saw it in the news. I don't know if that news is real, but judging by the way they are carrying themselves, and I think I believe that news, that they're saying that the buying of people, that Fulanis are not targeted. It's not a genocide on Christianity, on the Christian community. That is just they are buying everybody, Christian and Muslim, which many of us know that that's not true. It's not true. So let's continue.
Okay, or a different way of looking at it as they're both not aligned with the truth. Okay, and so they are allies for one another in their massive war on the truth. Okay, so keep that in mind, especially as you hear him and he's telling you the truth of what's really happening, and you ask yourself, how come I never heard this? How come the media doesn't talk about this? How come Fox News hasn't told me about this? Okay, why do the conservative so-called media waste more time talking about pronouns as if that's the real problem at stake when people are actually being burned alive and killed and hacked to pieces with machetes?
True. Thank you so much. Sorry, I have to pause the video again. Ekemotos, your question is very, very, very important. I'm not going to read it out because of one thing. But let me say something here. This is your message, right? Let me say something here. We are only two people among everybody broadcasting or talking that says that we are not a freedom fighter. Only two people. Thank you for this message, because I'm supposed to start with what I'm about to say now. I'm supposed to start, but I forgot, because I don't want to hold anybody at heart. I don't want to keep malice or grievance on anybody. I just want to be free my mind in everything I'm doing. But we are only two persons, only two individuals, me and Kenena TV, that said we are not freedom fighter. We are content creators. I'm a content creator. I even made a video. Before now, there's a video on this channel that once you click on my channel, you hear me telling you what the video is all about. That I'm here to discuss something on social media, not anything. That I don't fight anybody, I don't promote anything. I just want to be myself. So anybody making video and saying all of you that say that you are not a freedom fighter, How come you're not a freedom fighter then you know a lot more than freedom fighters? That person is trying to deceive himself. I don't want to start going deeper. I just want to be myself. Many of you that follow me know there are some things I don't discuss here. Not because I don't see it, I do see it. But for me to tell you that I'm not a freedom fighter, I know why I say so, because I am not. Not because I don't want to, I'm hiding anything. I'm not. Because I believe in my own definition of freedom fighters, there are some criteria to meet. Do you understand? And I have never for once exchanged communication with Kenenna nor DPM. Kenenna have not called me on phone. I have not called Kenenna. I don't even have his number. You don't have mine. Maybe you have my number. My number is in public. I don't have his number. So it's not as if both of us discuss something that will let us go and say this. No. But if anyone have problem with that, let it be your headache. That is me. Let it just be your headache. Because I'm hearing this some cricket noise. You say you're not a freedom fighter. All of you say that. You see all these things. I don't want to start it, but let it not escalate. I just want to be myself. I'm not warning anybody. I'm just trying to make myself clear. If you have problem with my statement, if you have issue with what I said, let it be your headache. I cannot start sounding like the way you want me to sound because of what? You don't know. You don't make me. Everything you said have answer. That people you don't hear the reply does not mean that the person don't have answer, but the person want to be more mature and more respectful, so that by the time you can do, if you are do poor go get ready, you know what they are, blame nobody. Do you understand? Blame nobody. I know maybe I'm if you can just make a video and say whatever you want to say with anybody, but talking to me directly, I can decode it and I will reply you. That is just the fact. Do not count it out. That everything is counted. Abu and Abu before to Madonna count 3 times. If you know, you know. I do my like when I'm mad I got back and forward. You know, I don't need it. Yes, every time testing my patience and know it's small. That's what they're doing. He's making, this is not first time I've been seeing this. All of you that said that this, all of you. Who is all of you? Who is like I said, we are only 2. Me, I myself, and Kenenna. I have not seen all that independent media saying that they are not a freedom fighter, that they are just content creators. I have not seen anybody, only me and Kenenna. That is gospel. Please, if you need another person, let me know. And I'm not saying that others are not, that they are not a content creator. It's left for them to tell you who they are. I cannot speak for myself. I don't speak for Kenenna. Kenenna made it clear, not one, not two. He said it many times. Because anybody that understands the truth and what is going on and the way our people behave, you need to remind them so that they're not be carried away. Don't hope on me, don't hope on anybody. If you like me, no problem. I like you as well. If you feel that maybe I am making mistake, as a brother, as an Igbo person, I am an Igbo, original one. You can tell me one day, if I that is me. I'm not here to look for somebody's problem. But I don't know what you actually want to smell. I don't know your problem. For how long are you going to do that? You know, for no bees just pike. I want that. You know, I got back at the port. You know, I got back up. Independence. All of you, the other one, the other day, why can't you just join the media, join the government? Why are you outside? You are working for Nigeria. You know all this for no reason. I don't understand. For no just reason. That you can move your tongue doesn't mean that everybody can do it. I don't know, some of us know, but I don't want to go for that. Don't want to go for that. Anybody, If you don't know how to hold yourself, please go and buy chain and chain yourself, put yourself one corner, and mind your business. I don't hold you, I don't stop anybody. Ima, as ndị Igbo na-ekwu kwasị that na-ewu macha kama na ọ na-ewu adịghị ekwu okwu. Mana mma ndụkwa ndị nne-ewu dịrị mpi akpọ m nkọ n'isi mba. If you know, you know. Man, aga m adị ndị nne-ewu dịrị mpi wee kpọọ ya nkọ n'isi. Ọ bụ na eme ga m ife nkụ. So let us not just pretend that because all this nonsense, all this, there's a way to react. There's a way to show your grievances. There are many ways to pass your message. Sometimes, first thing first, you're a matured man, you're a matured woman, you're an adult. You have seen things. You don't need to now sound, okay, you make everybody the choice here. I don't see the problem. There's no problem whatsoever. I don't understand. But I know how many times now. For how long I got Okuta ka Lazarus video. Okuta. And I give you boot on a I don't understand. Anyway, I still maintain my line. I still maintain my stand. I'm not gonna go there, but please let us advise ourselves. Let us advise ourselves. Let's continue, please. I'm supposed to say this at the beginning, but honestly, I forgot. But the message of this, our brother, remind me of that, so I have to go back. Thank you.
Almost on a daily basis, actually. And if you want to learn more about what's happening in Nigeria, you should consult my monthly Muslim Persecution of Christians report published by the Gatestone Institute, where I basically collate the sorts of persecution Christians experience at the hands of Muslims every month. And by far the worst is going to be Nigeria, as you'll see. And these go back all the way to 2011. You can find them on my website or the Gatestone Institute. And without any further ado, here's the video. Welcome, everyone. I'm joined by a great guest and to talk about...
Now, this our brother here, this Reverend Father, is in the north. I think he's from Benue. Now, you are going to hear the report that this Reverend Father have. I don't know how they got it, which is happened to be the template of the operation of this bandit and Ndobuniwe, their template, how the way they want to carry out their activities. That is where I want us to focus. Like I said, we have discussed about it in the past, but we did not pay much attention in those options they have in that document. I would like you to go through it with me while he shared the story.
It's a very important topic that very few people in the West, especially in America, know. It's an important topic because it deals with the genocide you've never heard about. He is Father Abba Samuel Maria, and he's a Catholic priest in Nigeria. And before we get going, I'm just going to have him introduce himself in a couple of minutes. Have at it, Father.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raymond Ibrahim. And we are very, very appreciative for the wonderful work you are doing to create awareness on the terrible situation we are facing here in Nigeria. I am Father Samuel Maria Abba from originally Otukpo Diocese, but in 2020, after the pandemic of the so-called pandemic of the COVID-19, I began the congregation of the Sacred and Immaculate Hearts of Jesus and Mary congregation, where we keep the traditional Catholic Mass and faiths and morals of our one holy, tried, and apostolic faith of the Catholic Church. So I thank Mr. Raymond Ibrahim for this interview.
Thank you very much, Father Abba. So I will begin by telling you and the viewers what I know about the situation in Nigeria, which I've actually been following for probably since at least 2011. And I look forward to you, like I said, correcting or confirming and then elaborating on the important points. So what I recall with Nigeria is basically it's half Christian, half Muslim. That's the way it's usually portrayed. And the Muslims generally seem to be in the northern region, and the Christians generally seem to be in the southern region. And in the northern region, you have various forms of Sharia law and so forth. And it's not exactly ideal for Christians to live in the north. But I think Nigeria sort of came in the spotlight somewhat in the international scene with the rise of Boko Haram back in the, like I said, 2010 or whatever. And they are, of course, an Islamic terrorist organization, which definitely targeted and massacred and slaughtered and killed Christians and bombed and blew up their churches. Many of them, dozens, I would say, actually, because I write reports every month about the persecution of Christians around the Muslim world. It's very clear Nigeria is apparently the absolute worst, okay, at least when it comes to the numbers of Christians who are being killed and just being persecuted and churches being attacked. Anyway, that went on for a long time until somehow, maybe like, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, all of a sudden it became the Fulani herdsmen who started now taking up the slaughter of Christians. Okay. But the narrative changed. So now the Boko Haram, from my perspective, seem to somehow fade in the background. We don't hear too much about them engaged in acts of terror as before, but the acts of terror are greater than ever. And now they're at the hands of these so-called Fulani herdsmen, who I believe the vast majority of them are Muslim. Okay. And it seems to me, from what I read between the lines, they are also radicalized by Islamic ideology. They believe what they're doing is jihad. They enter Christian settlements and villages, usually in the middle of the night or after or on Saturday night, right before church, and they slaughter and kill and devastate and burn. And a lot of them, according to witnesses, scream things like Allahu Akbar, and it's very clear they're radicalized. Okay, but in the West, the narrative is that these Fulani have nothing to do with Islamic radicalization or anything, that this is all a land dispute, that the Fulani have been driven out of their homes due to climate change, and that they are not in any way, shape, or form ideologically motivated against, let's say, Christians. In fact, they try to blur the line. They won't even say one's Muslim or one's Christian. It's as if it's sedentary people versus nomadic herdsmen. But of course, it seems to me the nomadic herdsmen are mostly Muslims and the sedentary are Christians. And of course, I think Muslims who live among the Christians get killed too. They're collateral damage and so forth. So that's the general gist that I've seen. And I'm frankly shocked and disgusted at the Western media, but like I said, you'll correct me, and the analysts, and I've seen many people from Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, the Obama administration, all of them talking about, what's happening has nothing to do with religion at all whatsoever. Okay, it's something else. It's, like I said, climate change, and to his credit, I even remember Donald Trump, when he was president in the first term, with Muhammadu Buhari, he asked him, "Why are you killing Christians?" And to his credit, at least he brought that question up. And that's the other point I hear, that the government, whether it's Buhari or not, is somehow complicit. They either turn a blind eye when the Fulani are killing and destroying, or sometimes they're there and they don't help at all, or sometimes I've even heard they help the terrorists. Okay, so that seems to be the situation for me. And I've read statistics like in Nigeria, something like one Christian is killed every 2 hours because of their Christian identity. Okay, so
and don't forget that this man is in America, and he was able to capture this information. So Joe Vicker that is acting as if he used cotton wood and cover his ear, or cement and block his ear. A foreigner who also live in the same country where we are residing is able to have this information, and he's not a priest. This white man is not a priest. But you, as a Okochukwu Anglican, you are acting as if you don't know, you don't hear anything. Now, you can see he shows concern. He's not even I don't think he's a Christian, because his name is Muhammad or something. He's not even a Christian. But he managed to understand difference between religion and Ndoboniwe. He don't want to be sentimental about it. He just stands on the side of the truth, despite that he's a Muslim. I believe he's a Muslim. But listen,
that's the summary that someone like me, who's moderately educated by American standards regarding Nigeria, we never hear about this. Okay, here in America, I often point out, maybe you're familiar with something like Black Lives Matter in America, and people always say Black Lives Matter. But I've often pointed out they don't matter, obviously, if they're in Nigeria and if they're Christian. So yeah, I'll hand it over to you now, and you can, like I said, elaborate, confirm, or refute anything I said.
So it's quite interesting because it's a jihad. I got this.
Please pay attention from here. Okay, even if you were busy before, I want you to hear what this Reverend Father said. Everything he said here. Pay attention. Okay, this program.
Information just some few days ago about the National Fulani Movement dated February 6th, 2025.
Okay.
The battle is getting closer. We call on all true Muslims, this is the time to act. This is the time for Second Holy War. We started in 1804. In the early 19th century, they started this particular jihad. The British stopped us. We must regain the territories lost. It is against Islam to rotate power with infidels. Forget about election. That will only lead to sharing of power. Think of the kingdom that we shall rule forever. We can change the naughty history. Usman Dan Fodio, he was the one that began the jihad, did it successfully. We can do it too. We must take the enemies in the west, central, and the north by surprise. That is the plot. Disperse and occupy their homes, forests, streets, schools, markets, and act as spies. You will suffer in this. Rain, cold, and dust will pour on you, but heaven will honor you after the inevitable battles. They are kind of heaven, of course. Our attacks on the infidels must be total and overwhelming. We must begin by instilling fear in them, weakening their resolve through kidnaps, brutal rapes, making it difficult for them to.
I hope we are counting the options. I hope we are counting the options. And Kabokwan, I don't know. This is he told you how he got it, and it happened to be this year. That all this kidnapping, buying of this is in the plan. Just like when Pierre was telling us about that declaration, we some people actually see it as one of these, propaganda, right? It is real. This one is not from a Biafran. This report is not from Igbo man. This report is not from Mazda Marcano. It's not from Simon Epa. It's not from Dr. Ngozi Rebeze. A Reverend Father who lives in the north is giving you details the way it is. He's not saying this to gain anything. So you don't tell me it's a propaganda or no. The part of truck, because as you can hear him now mentioning those options. Itie fear n'ime gị. Fear n'ime gị. So you don't take to travel in a panic. So that panicking will enhance the agenda to make you to succumb, to accept that thing they want you to accept. In what year now? They reminded themselves on the agenda of how Osman Danfodio did it, that it was successful, that they can do it as well. That you should forget about the election, that it will end after this election will end up sharing power with infidel. Just let's continue though. Listen. I see you. Divine pressure.
And subdue them before the war. This exactly is what they are doing, and they are still doing it.
Exactly.
The write-up continues. Our strategies involves learning from the tactics of the past and merging it with the wisdom of the moment.
Okay.
There is no going back. Nigeria is our own.
Don't worry, once we move from PDP to APC, then they will go back. This president, one more mighty president will come and make it not possible. First thing first, the issue of presidency is already conquered. Today you have Tinubu in the power, and there's no way. If the idea of a Christian he produced, some of them, that's one thing about some of our people. Some Christians actually believe that somehow a Nigeria will produce a Christian president. God mark it some way. It's not going to happen. Not now, not ever. It's not possible anymore, and you can do nothing about it. They use Muslim to test your reaction. As it stands now, they will still elect another person who is also a Muslim. And before you know it, of course, Christian, with fear of everything, we don't need to say, let us manage it. After all, since they say allow us to be in the country, what are we even doing with Christian? After all, God reigns supreme. That brother don't like when I say God. But that is the mentality of some of us, some of our people. They don't want to understand the game. They don't want to understand it. You see, they are mentioning what they want, how they're going to achieve it, and the tactics is there. Guess who is backing it, making it possible? Those that you are hoping in the government to react to stop it. If you see, you are putting yourself in a very tight corner, very, very tight corner.
It was handed over to us by Allah. Of course, not the God I worship. Allah is not the Trinitarian God. And that's why it's so sad to see what the Vatican is doing with the Muslims in recent times. How then can we share what is ours? We must never fight a defensive war.
Okay.
The Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria are fighting a defensive war, whereas these people are ransacking and taking over villages, raping, taking over lands and territories, farmlands. People are living in constant fear. Everybody is worried. Everybody's afraid. And we are not allowed to take up arms to fight for ourselves.
That is another tactic. And not only that, Christians are living in fear. Once this issue is being mentioned, they all move their voice. They don't want to talk anything. They don't want to say anything. Guess when they want to talk? Once another Christian is doing something, all this energy that they were saving without using it, they will rain that on that person. And somehow, which I'm not sure, it's not yet verified, that back in the face got another challenges with current Bishop of Enugu. I don't know how true is that, but let us not just take it serious. But based on the things of the past, I can't doubt it. I can't doubt it. So all these people pretending that they'll just look, let's just wait. You are waiting to see what? To deal with yourself. The
government, the military, parastatals are all taken over by these particular sets of jihadists. They are everywhere in government. They're like the Freemasons. They are the ones in control of the Nigeria economy, the Nigeria army, the Nigerian politics, and so on and so forth. The reading continues. We must take the battle to the homes of the infidels. We must use everything that we have.
Now, we must take the battle to the homes of infidels. Remember, this priest is not a Biafran. He's not an IPOB member. He's not with Master Namaka, neither is he with Simon Ekpa, or he's in contact with Dr. Ngozi Abese. He's telling you he managed to lay hand on this document. And this document is not the one from ancient to, not at all. The document is edited and published this year, 2025. As if the document is as fresh as today's bread. In Cablon, maybe that is what they were thinking. It's not possible. And the annoying part is that no plan, no hope, nothing. Just like our brother information here said, if we are we doubting that God? Am I doubting that God cannot stop them? Who am I to doubt that kind of doubt? No, I'm not doubting. But in Kenji more feel when they got add, you need to add some physical action. You got to go. Oh, to say me, man, you cannot be more holy. You can't be holier than Pope. Or what you say as a Catholic. And you see the idea of let's just fold hand and pray. Jesus was Israel, right? Jerusalem and all this Israel are not they are not waiting for that. So if Israel cannot do, if they can do that, why do you think you will do the same thing? I'm just asking. But let's see. Let's hear from the priest. Now I want you to hear what he will say now.
Whether you are a boy, a lady, a man, or a woman, all Muslims of Fulani origin must take this as a duty. You must sharpen our fighting weapons. Everything is a weapon. Your Okada, that's the riding, the motorcycle.
Everything is a weapon. Number one, your Okada.
Your knives,
your knife,
hands, the trailers,
trailers. If you get now, makataka bumani menka menkozo. Taka bumano. You know, and some people don't want to understand this. They mentioned tanker. Now, for the past how many years now, whose tanker are we? What can you recall the accident? Tanker fuel, break and ran into people in the market. Tanker that carry fuel, bomb people in, bomb how many vehicle. We used to hear that, and there's no account about the driver. Nobody knows. Whose tanker is that? Mainly, that tanker, some of them, mainly, it belongs to one person. Dangote. Who is Dangote? Where is he from? Where is Dangote from? Again, let me take it back a little bit.
Particular set of jihadists. They are everywhere in government. They're like the Freemasons. They are the ones in control of the Nigeria economy, the Nigeria army, the Nigerian politics, and so on and so forth. The reading continues. We must take the battle to the homes of the infidels. We must use everything that we have. Whether you are a boy, a lady, a man, or a woman, all Muslims of Fulani origin must take this as a duty.
Okay.
We must sharpen our fighting weapons. Everything is a weapon. Your Okada, that's the riding, the motorcycle, your knives, your hands, the trailers you drive, the tankers with fuel, food you sell. It's alleged that most food gotten from them these days are poisoned. Okay. And this poisonous food goes ahead to kill. They know what it is, they identify it, and they give it to the infidels according to them. And people die in their numbers. The houses of the infidels, the reading continues, that you guard, because most of them, they work as security men in people's houses. Study very well and wait for our order. Exploit the weakness of the infidels. They are lousy, they lack discipline, they sleep like fools, love parties and dances, lack focus, mostly unobservant and unharmed.
Finish your work. To tell you see how they describe our people. You see that we are noisy, unfocused, and what again? And we lack discipline. Now, I don't think I've had the wrong on those things I mentioned here. They love party. Makandi Nebu flag in Europe naga from time to time, a protest. Our environment is very calm. Protest, blue flag, seeing in the buffet. Biafra. Yeah, Biafran costume and everything. But they are watching those things that they are mocking, that they are laughing, that these guys, that they speak like a fool. Lazuba. You get the point now? That they are unobservant. If about what they mentioned about infidel. And who is infidel? Who are the infidel? You get the point now? The reason why I picked this video back is because of the issue of tanker. Issue of tanker, which they have mentioned. Let's continue.
See, this is the reason why whenever they strike, people cannot defend themselves. because they come when you are least expecting. Sometimes people are in the churches, they come, they burn the churches, burn the people in the churches. It is a jihad, and they are serious, and people are dying in their numbers. With your vantage, the reading continues, position, you can take on a whole.
So say, whoa, this is deep. So you should be careful with the suya and cow meat if everything is weapon. Of course, is it a news? You know, some of us actually see those things as if it's a propaganda. You know, they want to inflict fear in you. It's your choice. The way you want to live your life is your choice. That is not the gospel. But the only thing I want us to pick here is that when you hear this tanker fuel break and ran into people in the market, oh, this tanker, catch fire and burn all the vehicle on the road. Oh, this tanker by Mr. A, Mr. B that wanted to cross. This is a weapon. And to see that driver is always difficult. Even before they used to run, now they know, because they know even if you arrest them, eventually they will go and release them. They are the one that hold the key of jail. They are the one to dictate. You can't take it away. By your so-called vote, you are validating that. The after vote, you are validating that. So that is what is going on. And you as a Christian, you can't see can speaking on your behalf. Not even Vatican speak for you. Not even Daddy GO, Mommy GO. You're on your own. You are absolutely on your own. Plateau people used to pay all this and do this and do that. Where are they today? How are they feeling? Benue, half of the local government there have been taken over, renamed by Fulani. Kwara State, all the local government, all the time that basically Yoruba dominated area have been taken over. Now, local government, I'm not talking about community, have been taken over and renamed. God, do your findings. Nagi Bazwa, Kwara State. It is there.
Family of 10, conquer and kill them if it need be. The battle must be fought in their homeland. The Middle Belt must be totally crushed. They are few and divided. Never trust anyone in the east and south, not even their filthy Muslims. Now, this is those people who claim to
be. Are you getting back that? Even you, Nekechis na south, they are calling you filthy Muslims. If you like Yoruba people, this is for you. And some of Igbo Flevudan, oh, I am not Mazi Alahaji. And Mazi Alahaji, you, how are you? Umochineke na ine kuna bobeti kai no dibeta. Isi na bondo, isi na budo. No, if any okwa. The okoko na emi na target go cow deal. Not really business Igbo. That is gospel. All these Igbo people na fana eat and kuchina fear beshit in this. They are looking for a way to have a better deal for cow. Ogo to start up cow business. Ogo na table. Aqua na table with the plywood, quarter for this four leg table. Or go train where for you will have to easy to say puketo. Ogejina sacha gadia. Na se pas organe Ogo like chobelu te work people to Ogejina pretend na even. The target abron or not convertible. Their agenda is to start up a very good business, cow business. So every year nama. And the name now has not converted. Or let the thing. Now what are the points? So let us continue though.
The Muslims in the west and also in the east and in the south, they don't consider them as true Muslims. You are either Fulani Muslims or you are an infidel.
Yes.
Not even the filthy Muslims who do everything Allah rejects. Get yourself prepared. The battle is near. So they ask that these should be circulated around Christians. So it is clear, Mr. Ibrahim in his research is not wrong. What he's saying is a fact. We are witnesses to it. Just
did you hear the name of the white man, Mr. Ibrahim? Mr. Ibrahim. So Ibrahim gave Christians audience, gave them, privilege to use his platform to preach the injustice going on against Christians in Nigeria. Whereas you, as a Christian, is telling people to shut up. If a priest talk, bishop will sanction. You remember when Mbaka went to, when they stopped Mbaka, to close his, close adoration grant and force him to go to America for, I don't know, is it holidays or rehab? Just imagine what it was offense. Do you know that if you talk about, if you preach racism as Namakano, they will also tag you, they will come after you. The fellow Christians. So when they say that when people are mocking them and they lack concentration, they talk anyhow, they are very noisy, they love partying and waste, everything they said there is true about our people. But are we going to learn anything from that? Of course, no. It's not possible.
Last month, they went to Yelwata. It's not too far from where we are here. It's just a 20 minutes drive. They ransacked the whole village. Even Pope Leo the 14th commented on this the next day. Ransacked the whole village, bound people alive, ran away, and not a single culprit have been caught. And very close to Yelwata, we have the army barrack. Still close to Yelwata, we have the Air Force barrack. We have the naval barrack. So how come they strike and they go? Because they are the ones in control of those barracks. So whatever he's saying is the truth. And people are shying away from it. And souls in their numbers are being killed. Villages are being ransacked. People's lives are being wasted. It's terrible. It's very, very terrible. And it's sad that the Nigerian government is quiet about it. For crying out loud, who's the Nigerian government? The Nigerian government is them. They're in politics, they're in economy, they're even the one deciding what should take place in the country. So it is sad. And I think only the Lord can help us now. That is why we at SSIH, Sacred and Immaculate Hearts of Jesus and Mary Congregation, we are out for the reign of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the triumph of the Immaculate Heart of Mary through the acceptance of the true traditional Catholic Mass and the true Catholic faith and morals.
Now, I'm going to end it here. This one, because like I said, we have done this analysis before, but I want us to, reason why I bring it back is for us to, go through those things they mentioned, their template, mode of operation. Do you understand? So that it's not going to be, oh, I did not capture that. You are hearing it now, right? Now, let's go to this. Watch.
See, when something keep on occurring, when situation keep occurring, there's need for review. This is not something that you just ignore. There's need for review. At least your attention should be called. You look into the matter, even if it's an allegation. You look into it deeply. Because Shena, the other time now where this thing happened for Edo State, where they talk say Dangote trailer, truck, crush people, Fina sister, all those on where they involved.
Do you know how many times Dangote trailer have been caught carrying arms, even during the lockdown? He's the richest man in Africa. Mana, you cannot, each time you talk about Ndobunigwe, the man is always present. His name is always being mentioned. Man, he's one building refinery. Anyway, negent.
People talk up, you get as they treat them. But when this situation keep occurring, I just see one now where very dark man just talk for him. I just watch him now for his page. Be me like me, this one no be say you dey for road again. This one is no longer say I am on the road. I see this thing, I say now people family be this. Now people family. This one no be waiting, then they talk say hey.
In case if you don't know what this news is all about, Dangote truck or trailer, he always pretend to be fair break, and he ran straight to people's house, in their own people's house, so not on the road, and buy people there in the house.
Go market.
Don't forget the list of the options, okay? That the cutlass, their hands, their okada, truck, everything is weapon. Everything is weapon.
No come back. This one na for their house. So if you dodge them for road, they will come meet you for house. If you do everything finish, dodge the trailer for outside. Talk say today, hey, due to waiting they happen for road, oh, make I no go outside because of Dangote trailer. Make I just stay inside my house, sleep, avoid this problem. He will come meet you for inside your house. They don't they meet people now for inside house, come buy them. Trailer. Which kind training these drivers get? Where we say, are they thirsty for blood?
You see, he's speaking based on his own information. He's not. He don't even know. He don't even know. Anyway, let's continue. Doesn't matter.
In the day thirsty always. Waiting consign home, people home, boom, enter inside, crush people when they inside their house. You know, say if something they happen now, if they carry another person corpse, it will be like saying a magic. It will be like saying they are just playing. Until it happen to person where you know. If it happen to person where you know exactly like this, you go understand the pain. You go understand the pain. What be this? There's need to call the whole of your drivers because they are not doing well. They are not, since we are small now, don't they hear Dangote trailer, Dangote truck. If they catch you for road, they no mercy. Then they talk them from small, they talk saying na play. If you hear a person they use, you imagine where then they use your truck this way. If I do I make Dangote trailer, you can imagine such thing. It definitely boy, it no make sense. Then they use your truck this way. So your truck now not turn nemesis where they take the pursue people. And you know the pursue village people, now people way good. It don't make sense now. Call your driver, call all of them, make all of them come back. If you go send them abroad, go train them. Because to drive truck no be small matter. One, you need patience. You check the temper of your drivers. You need patience. You need
you still see it as that is an accident. No, the deliberate act on a truck or come again. It is intentional. It is intentional.
Moral is if person no need to they under pressure, they drive those truck. If you be person will get hot temper, you no need to drive truck. Because any small thing like this, the way this will take the drive for road. The way this will take the drive they drive for road like say, now if you put head, I crush you. They know the weight, they know send who you be. If you put they crush them, no patience. They don't care about the next person, they don't care about the next life. It don't make sense now. Over all your drivers, call them, give them special training. You go first start with bring a psychiatrist. Bring a psychiatrist first. If you do finish, you go bring a person where they do anger management. You go they do them every week for them because those people I don't understand. Do the right thing, no mama media. In recent time, there has been so much news about Dangote and his truck drivers, especially in Edo State. You saw what is happening, what Very Dark Man has been saying, the way he has been working to make sure that he curb the menace. That now, you people are just hearing it now. In fact, it's just coming in public now. There has always been rough drivers from these people now. There has always been rough drivers. In fact, as a matter of fact, when I was still little, when I was still small, people they use a road and you see that call all his drivers. Now, Nigerians, imagine somebody coming to your company. You want to drive your wife and children. You have finished the interview. Now it's time for the person to tell you where he has worked before. And your wife is already in the car. In the car, they wait. Darling, call the driver now. Let him come and drive us. You carry your briefcase. They come down from upstairs. You see your driver go down. Driver tell you, say, well, good morning, sir. You tell you, say, well, good morning. You okay? Madam is already in the car. He say, yes, sir. So I'm waiting for you to give me a go ahead so that I'll drive. He said, okay. He said, okay, Adamu, I'm going to drive. So As the Adamu they go inside the car, you can't decide say make you even ask him where he don't work before. You say, Adamu, where did you say you have worked before? Adamu go tell you, say, oh sir, it's Dangote. you go clean your ear. Where did you say you have worked for? You sir, I've worked with Dangote Cement. As a personal driver, as no. I was in charge of their truck. You go see a mass accident.
You're welcome.
Hey!
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna buy the car. Now you go to shout, Dale, come out from the car. Dale, come out. Now I'm going to tell you, say, boss, I've not even entered the car. Don't worry. Anything can happen. I don't trust you people. If you stay here now, the accident go happen.
So you don't need to ask where this idea of using truck, where it come from. Do you understand? It is in the template of these people. It is mentioned there. They know what they're doing. They know it, and that is what I want to share with us. But before then, I want you also to understand that to some of us that are kind of, let's just wait, that there's nothing going on now. The government is on top of the situation. They are doing something. They are doing something. Check will go check it before you go, because if you're not Marocan, get going to get if you go here.
We are talking about ethnic war.
So it's an ethnic war, right?
Yes, it's going on. That's
so between which ethnic group?
Between now the nomadic Fulani, the headsmen, and the others. If they are, the others means anybody who's not them.
Okay. You can hear that very
talking
sharp.
About banditry, we are talking about ethnic war.
So it's an ethnic war, right?
Yes, it's going on. That's
so between which ethnic group?
Between now the nomadic Fulani, the headsmen, and the others. If they are, the others means anybody who's not them.
Period.
They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban. They think about the Mujahideens. And they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia and there is whatever thing they have in their head they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. And they mention names. I mean, I can't come on air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. You can't succeed without an inside person. And
the Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first. They would disarm the local population.
Oh, no, true.
Before the, in fact, what my friends in the Middle Belt have told me is that they have learned that once the military come around searching house to house to disarm local population, even take their dang guns, they know that the
I'm speaking to every one of you Nigerians, and I want us to take note of this. We all have, I keep saying it, we have a responsibility to defend and protect the integrity of our country. We also have a responsibility to make sure that this country do not go into the point where we continue to ride on deception. Truth is truth, and truth must not be covered for anything. If there is anything that has been brought up, we must work together to see to an end to this reality. There is this issue that is ongoing about the genocide in Nigeria against the Christians or the Middle Beltans. It is true. We can't deny it. Before the militants and some of the Islamic militants began to kill some of the Hausas in Zamfara and other places, we all know that Christian communities were totally displaced. And we have recorded tens of thousands of Christians in the northern Nigeria that have been killed and their communities have been taken away. This is genocide. What is the meaning of genocide? I mean, the English definition is there. What genocide means. Now, I want you, except you are an enemy of Nigeria, but if you know that you're passionate and you're patriotic about the state of this country, then we must share this among ourselves and speak the truth to ourselves and agree with the reality of what is on ground.
All right, thank you, my people. We have come to an end of this live broadcast. I'm going to continue playing the message, but we have come to an end. Make sure before you go, you like the video, because we have spent the hour that I want to meet on this program. Make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel in case if you are new. Your comment, of course, I've seen that and I appreciate it so much. If you're going to watch it later, please put your comment as well. Thank you, my people, and God bless you. Good night.
I have had some of the special assistant media and all of that to the president coming out to say there is no genocide in Nigeria. It's a lie, absolute lie. Just look at it. From in 2025, over 7,000 Christians were killed. Now, in just 2025, 7,087 Christians were killed in 220 days of 2025 alone. Now, daily average Christians that are being killed per day.
I forgot to say something before I go. I forgot to say something. Yesterday, yesterday a prayer section. Some people have reached out to me and said, why is that I did not host the program and all that? I did. I came live and I stayed almost 1 hour. I think 56 or 55 minutes. I spent time playing music. Nobody joined. Then I decided to end it. Do you understand? So for some of you sending messages to me and asking me about it, let me make it clear. Although I made a mistake, I should have said this at the beginning of this live video, but I'm going to say it tomorrow, so that for those of us that are not able, that did not join us, that may not watch it to this extent or to this point, we have spent 1 hour plus. Yesterday's program wasn't my fault. I started it, but nobody joined. Nobody, not even one person. And some people that would normally join have not even asked me anything about it. So, but I have decided not to continue. So we are gonna end it. I'm not, like next Sunday. and we are not going to have that prayer again for now. I'm going to suspend it because of the lack of interest from people. So I cannot come here to start doing it alone and all that. So it doesn't make any sense to me. I started it because people requested for it, and I think it's worth doing. It's good. It's a good idea. Then I ventured into that. So please, let me just put it out there. And like I said, I know people may not have access to this information now, but tomorrow, if I remember, I will repeat it again so that it will not be as if Kai report did not come out, and I did. The video is still on my channel here. I said to put it private. Because of, I don't think there's no need to do that. Trevor, I greet you, my brother. Thank you for joining me. Although we have come to an end, my brother. We have come to an end. See you tomorrow. Good night to you all. I appreciate you. I will see you online. Oh. Yes, I'm still here. If they see me online, I'm still here. But I'm saying that we are winding down now because the time for the program we said there was notification. Of course, there should be. Of course, there must be a notification. Of course, is there a problem that you have notification, my brother? There was notification. Thank God. That's what I want, so that it will notify everybody. If you will agree to my terms, I can lead the prayer, but it must be according to my term. We will never worship idols. Who is worshiping idols yet? Did we worship? Have you seen any of us worshiping idol? Information. I hope you just message me information. Just message me. Are we worshiping idol here? Sorry, there was no notification. Okay. I don't know about it, my brother. To be honest with you, I don't know. My first message was a mistake. Oh, it's okay. I understand what you're saying. I did not see the notification of the prayer section. Really? Like after the program, I decided to put it private. If you doubt me, I don't mind. I can open it. You see what happened that yesterday. I was live, but I'm the one that put it private. I wanted to delete it because my mind told me, don't delete it. Some people will doubt you. That's why it's still there. So don't doubt. The program is there. I would like to join the prayer section. Please give it a good publication. We have been doing it. What again do you want me to publicize about it? People are not, see, one thing you need to understand is that I'm not gaining anything from that. Every Sunday I sacrifice for that. I don't run my program the way I'm supposed to do it because of the prayer. Then after that, people will show like lack of interest and everything. So let it just be there. Trouble is calling. One name.
Sorry, Kai. Good evening, my brother.
Good evening to you. I greet you.
Yeah.
You want to? You're on air. Should I mute it?
It doesn't matter. At least there are people who also share my view.
All right.
Regards to this thing yesterday, you know the kind of challenges we are facing in this particular struggle. It is not only our genuine Afonja Biafras we are fighting us. We are also fighting the internet. There was no notification regarding that. Even me myself, when I checked, I couldn't see you. I checked on the WhatsApp group. Previously, all you usually do is just to drop it at the WhatsApp group, but you didn't do that.
I did.
I was like,
I did. Listen, I did. What happened is this.
I didn't see it.
Because I later removed it. The time of the prayer is 12. I started 11:30. I was there. Like the video is 55 minutes plus. Heading to 1 hour.
Yeah.
I was here playing it. But I know the reason. But that reason is not, you don't expect me to come around and start saying it here.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't really know it.
but the reason is not. The reason
when
is.
when I decided to come on board, because based on what I'm doing, so I opened up to join. I checked the WhatsApp around the past one, because I believe that you guys will be there. So, and besides, there was no notification. There was no, even this program you are doing now, you know what I did? Even this program you are doing now, I didn't see you. I was with Exodus. So when I'm done there, I checked on you, I couldn't find you. Then I have to search you and get you. Then I click. I open it, it opens. I now saw live. I went and click on that live before I meet you here. So this time around, I don't know the way they are. How is it called? YouTube is maltreating us. Because they don't want to hear freedom. And keep as well, they must go through.
My brother, that is why.
Regards to this message you played this night about the agendas of Fulani. You know, this thing has been for ages. Our people, the only problem we have is this thing has been there for ages. Even I don't think if it is this Kumi or one governor from the northern parts. This is in national television. They were asking him a question. Why is it that all these things are happening in the north and nobody is talking? And when Fulani take over some people's land, they will rename it. Do you know what this man said?
Which man is that?
I can't remember his name, but he's a governor from the north.
Okay. What did he say?
He said, is he a new thing? Are they the first people to conquer a tribe? Many people have been conquering a tribe. So they are not the first, and they are not going to end it. Now this is the first century. But when you see our people talk,
my brother,
these particular people have a particular agenda. You know, this based on what this man said now. Boko Haram started on 2012.
Imagine, listen.
These people started with taking positions. All those positions that will fight against them tomorrow when they will start their activities. They have to cover it up and hold it and get hold of the government before they start their job. That is what is happening today.
My brother, imagine if Fulani have, imagine that they have oil, crude oil, and you from Igbo land or Yoruba man, you are selling the oil to arm your youth. Sometimes, imagine how the will. Imagine how the story will be.
You are going too far. Go to Zamfara. How are they doing it? All these positions in the south, they will never access to that group. But they say that is a state resources.
My brother,
in their so-called national everybody reported before good. But to go to Dubai, go to in UK, you have Nameba very good. I'm from here, Zamfara, go to Nigeria. On sale here, and people have been commenting that all over the world. When I can't when I hear the Nigeria, national cake. It's go to there. Yet our people in this how and any happy not to Hannah Maliri, they can even keep the communities.
My brother.
Please, you see this protest go end them. You see this protest. Or next week Monday, all sit at home. A significant month, a significant day. Monday, holiday of our leader, our president, Nakano. 20th, the same 20th, I'm massacre youth. Now, lucky Togit.
Is Namazon Nakano?
The destruction of Nigeria will start that day.
Is Namazon Nakano is our president?
Nakano is our president, yes. Our PM is our. So far, I have declared.
Wait now. Wait.
International constitution.
Wait.
International politics.
Wait now. So incredible president of in a case incredible.
We are talking of. Nakano is the president of the United States of Biafra.
No man, I just pull your leg.
No, that's any chairman has a big. It's just like IPOB. You are an IPOB. I'm an IPOB. They are in the US with their own group operation as IPOB. I don't know if you get my point.
I understand it. Chomibe and Sonia said when you give time, mention the time zone so that those in different parts of the globe will plan to attend accordingly. No, the time.
This is about winding down now, so maybe tomorrow you can throw more light about the carry on of man. And let me still help you. You know, you usually make mistake previous time when you want to say
12. I always say 5.
Different time. You say 5 p.m. different time. So
that was then, and that is not an issue anymore. And that's not an issue anymore. The truth, the reason why I always mention Biafran time, all of us, we are all from there. At least you know the time. Then calculating.
No. I said you said Biafran time 5 p.m.
No, I'm responding to Sonia.
Okay.
Sonia,
when you mention Biafran time, everybody will know their own time and different time. Then you know the difference.
Before my video before Sunday, I was hammering on that we are gonna.
Okay.
I was hammering on that Sunday that we are going to have program as always. That even what you said now, I said it in my video, some of my videos before Sunday that we are gonna come live and it's gonna be 12 noon different time. That I was making mistake before 5 p.m. But so yesterday was like as if I am forcing people to, that kind of thing. I felt so. No, I don't need to. I don't need to. So
that was an error. So maybe
to start. Somebody saying that he can lead a prayer but there was one condition. That's information that we must not worship any other god. That we must not mention another god. So.
Which God have we been mentioning there before?
I don't know. He said he's gonna come. I have given him money. So I don't want to argue about this. When he called them,
that person should understand that we have three religions in different constitution, and anybody that comes with those three religions, we should be allowed to pray on their own on their own language.
Yeah, don't worry. When he called me, we're gonna discuss it. So Thank you so much. Thank you, Kamalagema. Good night. So, Choma, if I see your message, of course, the thing is that if for me to continue that again, we must have an agreement on that. To be honest with you, hello.
Yeah, Malachi.
Hey, my brother, I know you already.
I salute you.
I greet you. I greet you.
When I'm with my colleague Cincinnati on the link, but not just can add to hear triple M, you know, because then just let me be snappy. You see, the issue of the issue of what Dangote truck is doing in Nigeria at large and Biafra and all. These things is not orchestrated today. It is a well pre-planned.
Exactly.
Because if you look at it, it's God that saved us.
I'm telling you.
I knew how many times on a personal note I encountered them. And when it happens, they will tell you it's a great failure. A driver with experience, if you check out how the thing happens, because you witnessed it, you see that if this person is a driver or if he's not intentional, he have always to maneuver on certain things, but they will face it where people lines or vehicles lines, where it will, affect a lot of people. They will face it there. And once it happens, the highest you can see is for police to call or road safety call police or police call road safety. They will just tow the vehicle, put it in their office. Within 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 days, they will just tow the vehicle away from their office. Case closed. How many people that dies is not their business. This thing happen all over their front line. Go and check. Now, coming to so many of the if we remember, Biafrans, if we remember the leaked audio of former governor of Borno, Shetima, who is now the vice president, with the Amosun of Ogun State, Governor Amosun then. All this thing that is playing today is what is on their video record linked. How they are going to deal with us, how they are going to take over the Biafran businesses and their properties.
I am not even. You see,
the Chinese are destroying their businesses.
That reminds me of the current demolition going on in Lagos. I don't want to mix the information. That's why I just keep, because honestly, no matter what the demolition in Lagos today, I will not feel pain because our people are very, very, very crazy. I understand that we must, do business in Lagos because of seaport, but most of those traders are actually clapping for the governors who refuse to champion this issue of having seaport in your own region. Do you understand? So if you tell them to sit at home, they will say, "Namadeka, Biafra, and whatever," that kind of thing. So it continues because it's a different topic.
Remember that Mazika, remember that Bible said that our people perish because of lack of knowledge. That is a different cup of tea. Then coming to back what we were saying about their orchestrated plan and their pre-plans. Remember when former president, the Islamic jihadist leader, which is Muhammad Buhari, the Fulani man, when he comes to power in 2015, before that time, every home in Biafra land, let me say every home in Igbo land, there is no home that you will enter Imamfo, Usisi, Ejiajoajomo. I'm telling you what I know and what is in the record.
Yeah.
Okay, in the old region of Biafra, now, when he took over power, he now instructed the then, I think he was acting, so the general Grisida was acting or is acting in full capacity. He instructed him that every household owner must bring back that you must bring them back. You must return them. Yeah, but you bought them with your own money. Like hunters, then when your hunters gone, then when the guy yonder, where you pump and go, you must have to return them. And many of our people return their own. So to show you that they know what they're about to do, to bring in these invaders to come, so that when they arrive, as they arrive, you are vulnerable for defense. Then you can't defend yourself.
Defend yourself.
Okay. Try and check that thing that I'm telling you. We are all part of it. Before that time, all of us, everybody have at the time, it's just like a show up in our place. If I don't have them, but today, the ones that remain, before you use it, because before you use it, your station on that the police station, then your can do it for then register as give the tricks that these people use on us.
Mana most of you in the group no kwa kan eme no ka in ekwu ya.
Mon kan is kan ke de bu atakwe bu adan kan e ana pompa before when they bucha motoma when they bucha me here that they got oka bu nke ndi nche enwe nke na ba legalize ya pump the legalize by before 2015. You get license with everything, license which you don't know when
yeah.
License of automatic manual.
But my silence, and I illegalize my silence.
Yes. So after that, these people call up for your owner. So you can imagine to tell you how they are planned. Then come to this thing equal now. Yesterday, if you know 6th Avenue, how it is, 6th Avenue, first tag, they went to demolish it. As they went there to demolish, they didn't call them, said, I'm giving you 2 hours, I'm giving you 7 hours, I'm giving you 1 day, 2 days, 7 days to come and remove all your things. What do? They went there to show you how anger and how determined they are. They crush every, including if like some of the properties. You found some people who hired some service, some sales girls, sales boys, or boy. If it happens that when the man they would have just crushed everything there.
Keda for governor actually Lagos State now.
Kedafia, the slim man, wait, can't touch another nation.
I'm Shomolu.
This governor, Shomolu, is the most wicked man that ever governed Lagos State, if you ask me. Because under his watch, all these evils are implemented and they accept them. Look at it. Go and look at the caliber of houses, properties that they demolish. I agree with you that some of our people were very stupid. Believe you me, some Igbo guys are very stupid. We are very unwise, and we claim to be the most wise one. Look, you build these things, one is demolished, and you still see some of our people going to acquire the next. I've spoken to some of my personal friends, some of them that are into developer. I know how some of them respond. You are not thinking, you said, oh, because you did not verify those documents that they're not in the master plan, that these are because of that. And I keep telling them, this is not about master plan. This is not by original survey. So this is what we want to do to this particular race. For example, there was a property that demolished along Ojo Alaba International. Those places where they sell furniture and go. The next day, who did they sell that property to? They sold it to Chinese people. Something that we just demolished, say that it is built on waterway. And apart from that,
do you blame them? Do you blame them?
I don't know what. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm blaming them because I don't know what is wrong with us. I don't really know what is wrong with us.
Do you blame Lagos government?
Yeah, what I will say on that, Mazikai, is this. You see, no matter how you see it, I was talking with somebody today, and I said to the person that I have few questions that I would like the Lagos government to answer to me. Number one, that property was sold by somebody. Somebody collected the money. And that person have approval plan of building. Because before you build your foundation, you must have to get your approval plans approved by the state. Then somebody approved it or somebody collected money for that. And they begin to take the foundation, after that, raising the property himself. Stages by stages. And you inspect all those things, you saw all those things. You leave it until the building is completed. You come and pull it down. My brother, our people are stupid. We blame ourselves, we blame our people, but the most blame should go to that government, those people that do that because they know what they want to do. But our people have the bulk of blame as well. For you to go and buy, you buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 15. Was demolished and you still buy. You look at the property that worth about $300 to $500 million, if you remember, where they have a amusement park that was owned by a Biafran.
Yeah.
That this guy demolished for constructing this their
new road
from Ireland. Tell me in any part of civilized world where you will see such an investment, no matter how or whatever that is committed there, you did not spare the people that work there over thousands of people. You remember how many thousands of people that was voted working there? You did not consider them. You did not consider that this project is bringing a good resources to your government, access space, and many investors comes in there. Many tourists comes in, you demolish them. So also, these plazas, these malls, these houses that you see being demolished today. Some of them is not because of the waterway, because all of us, we know Lagos very well. I believe if you have not been in Lagos, you may ask people who are there. But if you are part of us that have property in Lagos, you go and verify. Yeah. Some of these things, when you go through the master plans, that structure is supposed to be there. But when they do it or when they want to do it, they will affect their reason. Just like what they did to P2P, the brother of P2P, in the self-first stack, they take over the building, demolish it immediately. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry again, let me add this. Look at the UPA building that was born. You know what happens there. Look at the next distance, like Mandela that is close to there. Look at the Idimota Desumo that is very close to there. Look at all the properties that they sold our people build, and those buildings are in line with the master plan of those places. Go and check it. When whether it's the chairman or the governor, no, the chairman, I think the chairman or whatever it is that comes there, say that any building that couldn't allow water to pass, they will put it down. And look at how they move things down. And so the government, state government was aware of everything, but they just upon the things that if you call people from that Mandela, from that fire incident, my brother, you know, as I'm talking to you, many have went to village.
My brother, we are going to talk about this in a different space because
thank you.
To be honest with you, I understand what you're saying, but where my anger lies is that we all know the source of the problem. I'm a kind of person that likes to solve my problem from where the whole thing started, not just to talk about it. no matter how you blame the Lagos state government or mother, oh, can no one can na ask the Nangiga. Because you don't just expect the way you carry yourself is the way the people will treat you.
Exactly.
So don't expect. We don't.
The way you carry yourself, the way your people carries and sells you to them.
That is it. So all this thing going on. Look at what is going on now. That's a show record for release of Mazen American. How many governors have said anything in support? Nobody. But we often hear that I visited Mazen American. Mazen American is our brother. Federal government, we were telling them to do something to release him. Now, no. So this is something that is not something that we can just talk and talk. My brother.
Yes. Thank you very much. But before I drop, I tell you this. Remember in this your program, when this call comes up, I said that this call will unveil and dispose of a lot of things. I said it.
Yeah.
And I said that those who go in the morning and in the afternoon to shout to release Mazen and they can release Mazen, but in the night, at the time hour of the night or midnight, they will go back to Asovila or talk to the presidency. Different thing that they shouldn't mind what they say in the daytime. That now they have come with what they mean. They will say different things, and it's going to unveil them. It's going to expose. And here is we are today, Mazikai. These people, they are being exposed one after another on their doing, on their evil, on signing our leader Mazen Nandikan. But however, Mazen Nandikan will come out.
Of course.
Alive.
Of course, they will. They will. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Take care. Somebody said that's Gene Kachuku TV. You're asking me to delete to kick this brother out. Tina, you are trying to defend. Tina is a spanner holder, so she's the one that don't want to stop it, because not only to delete, you can time him out, because I don't know why all this thing is just, my platform is not a religious platform. So we are not here to talk about who is more holier than another person. The problem that our people are facing need your holiness and your gentility. Bring it and change one or two things. That's what we want. Anyway, my people, thank you so much for your time, and we are going to end it here. God bless all of you. I'm just tired, to be honest with you. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak. So I need to have some rest. Thank you, my people. See you tomorrow. The video of the Daddy Kenga, I am gonna play tomorrow. By the special grace of God, I will find time to present it. I thought I was gonna do it now, but my body is somehow giving me, sign to relax. But I did not already get called us unbelievers. But I did already. He called us unbelievers. Okay, because I'm watching from the studio. Even if you did, I will not notice that. Okay. My brother, you need to understand that. In fact, when you just message me, like you said, come on, get the message. Let me not say anything. The reason why I did not talk about you much, because I want to know. Let me hear from you first. Like you said, you want us to talk. Amy, Sammy, God bless all of you. Again at Chico TV. Don't feel bad, okay? Because I know for you to request for him to be taken out, you have had enough. Our mommy, happy, may God bless you, man. Thank you all, and see you again tomorrow. Good night.